Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome back to Me Drawing Every Day for a Year. This is week number 50. Wow, I cannot believe we're almost done. Before I jump into the sketchbook tour, I'd like to wish everybody a happy holiday. I hope you're having a nice little break from your busy lives. I hope you enjoy the company of your family and friends and have some good food over this Christmas break. I'd also like to thank my subscribers over the past year who's joined me on this journey, and also people who haven't subscribed to my channel, hint hint. Thank you for viewing my content. I really appreciate your likes and comments, and please continue to do so in the new year. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, here we are, the first spread of week number 50. This drawing was drawn from a reference photo taken from the Earth's World website. I've mentioned that site several times in past videos. If you're interested in drawing people, that's the place to go. It's just albums and albums of really unique looking individuals. And so I was practicing my pen work here, my cross hatching. How do I convey relatively large areas of shade? What type of line work will I use to convey that? Down here looks a little sloppy to me, but up in his cheekbone area, his jowls, that's what I'm aiming for, something a bit neater and uniform. So that's something I'm always keeping in mind as I sketch in pen and as I cross hatch. These next drawings here on the right side of the spread, just being silly, just using the part of my brain that I don't often use, which is drawing from imagination, especially drawing a perspective of a person looking from up above, like sort of 3/4 bird's eye. That was a difficult position, perspective for me to get down accurately. And then just being a little silly here with, I'm not even too sure what that is or that is, but take it as you will. Next sketch, a few of my drawings of my coworker Elmer, and then on the subway that evening, she had this great puffy hat. I had to draw it. More coworkers. This is Angel and this is Yanni. I think you've seen them in my past sketchbook videos. They are common models for me, or frequent models for me. This was done at the Tim Hortons that I usually frequent. A little different, instead of just concentrating on one particular person, for example. But this gentleman caught my attention. I thought I'd try to sketch the entire scene in which he sat in. So this was the result. I kind of like it. What I do remember about sketching this gentleman in particular is how fast I put him down on paper. And it was a very spontaneous and quick drawing and quite accurate. And of this entire scene here, that's the best part I like, because there was no thought. It was just put him down. There was a bit more thinking coming to these figures here, but again, that's something to work on. And this is just a sketchbook. These are not final drawings. It's just getting ideas down, getting scenes down, and I like the result of it. My man on the subway. If you've joined me in the past for a few sketchbook videos, I've drawn this gentleman quite a few times. He and I usually catch the early train, and I saw him again on the Friday. So it was nice to get him before the holidays came in, and then the previous night on December 19th, this guy had a great face. It was very long and he was concentrated on his phone, and I had to draw him. This was another drawing I did late at night. I wasn't too content. I think I did it on the 20th. Yeah, this was on the 20th as well. I wasn't too content with the quantity that I produced that day, so I came home late at night that night and was kind of lazy, so I didn't sit on the ground as I usually do and look in the mirror, but just sat on the chair, and the mirror was set lower, and drew this. And I actually like how it turned out. You don't see my face, just the lower part of my body. And what really made it for me were drawing these clogs in the foreground here. Again, going back to that Starbucks, same seat that I did this drawing in, but this time these two gentlemen sat down and I drew them a bit closer. And this guy had, it looked like a shell of a hairstyle to me, so that's how I conveyed it in drawing. And then this particular gentleman sat down after he left. So I didn't really have a size reference when I drew him, and it looks to me at least that he's sort of existing in the same plane as this guy here, but in fact he was sitting at this table, so I should have drawn him just a bit larger. Again, that's something I need to practice on, and hopefully you'll see more multi-person drawings in the future from me. Quick subway sketches. There are some people who use the subway as a recliner, and I'm totally for it if I could draw them. More sketches, just people in public. Again, my coworker Elmer. This couple, this was on a busy train coming home on the Saturday. And I was humming and hawing, should I draw them? Because she kept on waking up, she was snoozing, and he kept on moving. But I thought, damn it, I'm going to draw them. And just as I was sort of getting into her figure down here, she got up and left. He left a bit earlier, so that's all you see of him. And this guy was sitting on the subway in front of me, deep in his phone, and I thought, why not? I've always, and I think I've mentioned in past videos, I've always wanted to sketch these gentlemen who play backgammon in my local mall. They sit in the food court and just play backgammon with each other. And I happened to catch them that day. And they were totally cool. They just ignored me the entire time. And I was like, fantastic. And hopefully I'll sketch them a lot more in the future. And this last drawing for week number 50, who could resist this pose? I couldn't, certainly. And as you see, I got him down, and it was a great pose. I love it. I love everything about this drawing. It's fairly accurate, and I love the fact that I just concentrated on his head, the detail, the shading of his hat, the unshaven face. I love everything about this drawing. And it was a good way to close off the week yesterday. So I'm happy that this drawing turned out as it did. So that is it, folks. That is week number 50. Wow. Again, thank you for joining me on this crazy journey. Thank you for all your likes, all your subscriptions. Please do that in the future for me. I would greatly appreciate that. But I wish everybody a Merry Christmas or a Happy Holiday. And I will see you next week. Bye for now.